what I'll do with the highways issues is I will publicise it on Facebook, the updates to highways.
There's some potholes in the land,
Just on a lighter note, I understand it's going to be a new programme on the television. Because we've got one that's got 3 months it's going to take. 2 months have already gone, we haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of MPs talking in London about highways issues as well.
Yeah.
But I'll put it on Facebook so everyone can know that. Number 19, playgrounds. Councillor Shaw, do you want to add anything to this? Because this is your little baby, really, isn't it?
Well, we've got the little in-house team, and we'd have the reports, and we were looking at the costs of things and how we could do the job of the moderate risks at the sites within reason. So we can actually use our handyman to do the work if the council purchases the equipment that we need, such as the chains for the swings and things. But to do this, it all has to be recorded. So we would looking at to see if we could get a counsellor to train in-house, or if somebody's got a qualification that's very similar that we could use, that they could work with Steve Billings and ourselves, and we could take each section, and the counsellor who wants to take it on could actually record and photograph each bit that we do, so we've got an up-to-date record of what's been repaired. And this way we can cut costs quite a bit than having outside contractors to come in. We will still have to find funding for the zip wire, because that is a different requirement altogether. It's got to be done with somebody who knows about zip wires, because the tensioning's got to be right. And if the tensioning is done right, we should get a lot longer life span out of the zip wire. So that is a separate issue, but if we can use Steve Billings and we can get somebody to come on board with us, or do the work to document and photograph each section that we do, then I think we can move forward and we'll do it reasonably cheaper.
What qualification of this?
Well, it's a bit like a risk assessment.
Fill in a form. You know how to fill in a form and take a photo. That's about it.
No, not that one. In that, there is just three.
This is what we've done, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I think it's
Just fill in a form.
It's on the last page.
Is it the level 5 certificate maintaining
standards
safety
checking?
data?
That's what we've got. A complete standards checking. That's what we've got written down here.
Is it the transcend level 5 certificate maintaining safety standards in the design, installation, inspection and maintenance of playground?
Yeah, it's on the back pages.
Yeah.
No, it's on page 4.
Yeah.
I mean, I was sort of hoping that.
Can I?
I think Steve.
Yeah, I'm going to say no to that already at this moment in time, but I'm
Okay.
on, so
You're so busy, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
okay, that's
yeah.
fine. I just thought with some of your background that you might have been able to pull something
Yeah.
together for us. If we worked with you to support you, but obviously, no, that's
Yeah,
fine.
no, I have seen that and I have thought about it, but
No, not for you.
I'm not going to be able to take that on at this moment.
Okay,
So,
that's
sorry.
fine.
Can I just ask
Come
what
on.
the same is?
Keith, I'm sorry.
Well, you've had
Sure.
the paperwork sent.
I haven't seen that.
Well, it was sent by email.
But can we not say what it is?
You'd have to go through it all.
Does he not read his email?
Well,
Councillors that don't bother reading the papers sent to them. Probably a better way there.
Sorry, should we get back on track? Yeah, so, sorry,
Well, got an e-wash certificate. Could we build on that?
knowing NEBOSH and knowing health and safety, probably that would probably cut the cost down of the training because you'd be able to sign off certain units with that. Do you want me to have a look into it and see what it would include? I mean, if need be, I'll have to see if my qualifications can hold up to it.
Yeah, I mean, if we could get somebody, it would help a lot with
Yeah.
the cost of all three sides.
It does, well, the certificates, I learned that about 15 years ago, so, themselves on that, you know, high knowledge of health and safety.
If
I
I may,
think there's still
if I may,
be a cost for the wet board.
if I may say that this is a responsibility, which council are going to take the responsibility?
Oh, we just asked if anybody is in. We've got a small group that are trying to, where we're working on risk assessments that have been done in the park, and we're working on at the moment the moderate risk to each site to get that put right. So we were asking for help from the councillors to, if we could got somebody who could do a qualification and help us to photograph and document each piece of equipment that we restored.
So if I'm right, and you saying for an amendment, so proposal for council to purchase parts as listed and Mr Billings to fit the parts, also for councillor Corns to look into the training and see if she can be brought up to the qualification standard.
I mean, we will support you
Absolutely.
with that. Well, we will, yes.
Is that the amendment?
Yeah.
You're both happy with that? Are you happy putting your name forward for that?
Yeah, I'm happy to do all this stuff out.
Yeah, but it's a serious issue, this is. You can't just, you know, if you're talking about children, you're talking about people walking there, somebody fell down, and their responsibility
Yeah, I know.
really high.
Can we afford to
Well,
have somebody in?
well, I will really say now, now we can have one voluntary clerk as well, that's what, you know, let's talk about this as well, that we don't have to pay anything.
So I don't understand
I think
that.
if Val's off to do Chad,
No, but I ask the question, it's a dangerous thing to do.
Well, the other option is then we try and find funding to accommodate the people that we've got the quotes from to come in and do.
We go for the grant, we find out.
But how long have we been waiting for things to be
Well, I
sorted
don't know,
across the park?
I don't
Mm.
know.
Councillor Rogers got a hand up.
I'm just going to say it's more dangerous if these swings and things don't get repaired. And if Councillor Cornson's got a level of qualification that can be built on, then I think we should go forward with her kind welfare. But at the same time, if not, there must be people out there who are standing to this Transcend 5 level that we could just employ on a 1 hour basis to go round some swings.
I'd advise council that I think looking at the option like Councillor Shaw has said is where we're trying to become more financially secure, and obviously Councillor Harvey's brought that up. Maybe then as another avenue, why don't we have Councillor Corns look into the qualification, see if you're happy with the responsibility, and if you are, we'll support you on that, but also maybe put a Facebook post on and say, can anyone help us in the meantime, or help support what we're trying to do here, because there might be someone in the community that could support this and support you getting up to scratch with everything. Yeah? Okay, so have we got a proposal then for council to purchase parts as listed and Mr Billings to fit the parts, also for Councillor Corns to look at the training, and if she feels she can, we'll support the training, and also to put a Facebook post out asking if anyone can support us that has that qualification already.
I'll propose that.
It's a mentor.
Yeah. And the show hands.
I'm abstaining on that.
Item 20, commercial waste collection. So our commercial waste collection needs to be renewed by the end of March by SMBC. So it's to confirm and renew contracts.
How much is it going up by?
So the costs are there. So it's £619.09 for Cheddleton Lawn Cemetery and £1,085.14 for Cheddleton Community.
How much was it before?
That's a very good question. I can look into it and come back, but
Well, it might be 20% for all we know then. Or it might be 10%.
Are these private companies and have we had quotes?
this is the
So
council.
this is the council,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
the
Right,
council
okay.
that do it. Which is why I haven't gone out and got more quotes. Because
Oh no, I'm
it's
not
the
suggesting you do that,
yeah.
I'm just making sure they're being fair with us, that's all.
Yeah.
I know she will come back on this, but have we looked at anywhere local that could do this?
We haven't, no.
Because like, you know, there's a lot of travelling time and that, and the job's
It's
not
talked about the
completed.
playground. I know. That's what she's just said.
I think it's worth having a look and a little bit more of it.
Are we talking about the playgrounds or the displays?
That's
Ah,
what-
No, back up, sorry, but that's what I did.
That's what she just
I'm
said.
looking at these figures here, we should have, myself, I'd like it to be a bit more, but either way, the wish.
That's what
We voted on that.
she's just said. That
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. I
But-
mean, because we've already voted on it, we can't go back on it now, unfortunately.
But why we
Yeah,
didn't
we
do that?
skipped back to, sorry, I think we skipped back to playgrounds.
Right, go back to that committee.
So going back to waste collections, what do you want to do?
We haven't got a choice.
If we don't renew the contract, then the collections will stop. So that's the only thing that you need to consider. So I can take it away and get quotes from companies that will do it until they match up with the council.
my cottage one's a lot cheaper.
Could I suggest for expediency this year that we accept and continue the rubbish being collected, however, in 12 months' time or prior to the renewal, that we
They don't know how much
take
it was
time
before.
and look around and
Yeah, I do apologise. I only got the email literally the day before I sent the agendas out last week because I didn't know it was up. It's one thing that's on my list is to do a list of contracts and when they're up.
I'll second Sue's proposal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, show of hands. Yeah. Okay, moving on to Mill Lane garages. So these were the proposals that were put forward from the discussion meeting, the recommendations. So they are that the current occupier be given 1 month's written notice to vacate the garage, that the clerk obtains an appropriate valuation of the garages prior to final confirmation of rental agreements. Now that is about rentable, the rates valuation, not the valuation of how much the garages are worth. I've looked at it and there isn't currently a rate valuation on the garages, so we would need to submit an application for that. So that'll be what that point is that
Wow,
is
that takes
for.
ages.
That the rentable charge would be set at £100 per garage. Garages be allocated by a public ballot with successful applicants offered a 12-month lease contract. At the end of the 12-month period, the agreement may be renewed for a further 12 months by mutual agreement, otherwise the garage will be returned to the ballot process. That the ballot applications must be submitted by email to the clerk and include proof of residence within the parish with a closing date of the 13th of March 2026, and that the clerk prepares a draft garage rental agreement for consideration at the next council meeting.
There's still only one issue, I presume, around the fact that it says parish. Because obviously somebody from Middlesex, or wherever it is, if they have one of these garages, it's not going to improve Mill Lane's.
Mm.
Yeah. I do think priority should be given to Wetley Rocks residents because it's a mill lane Wetley Rocks and that's where the traffic problem is.
Sorry, you spent 30 grand about
It's
everything.
the Cheddleton Parish Council money.
Yeah, I agree with
South
that.
Local
Yeah.
Council money.
But it's
I was looking
definitely
into that, I'm gonna find out what else we got here, whether I got interested in that because we pay the money. I'm looking at it, I'm sure there was this
just a low
investigation.
priority, I'm not saying not that,
And all investigation, those garages go probably not.
Well, I think that should have been made clear when they were purchased and that they
Well,
were
I've
solely used for
I
Wetley
didn't
Rocks.
Oh, come on.
So,
So you asked for the asbestos, all that, and I asked him, he said, it's all right, are you nuts? I said, why? He said, you know that you do this work a long time. But anyway, we got a report here for you.
Yeah, we just suggested we're trying to improve the parking area, but it's obviously like someone said earlier, you don't want them to have a garage full of rubbish and park the car in Mill Lane, because that's never the problem.
there's two sections to this, Mark. There's the garages,
Yeah, I know.
and then there is parking that Mill Lane people can use when they're going to the school and stuff.
Yeah, but
There's two
what
sections.
we park on the village hall car park, don't we?
Yeah.
Temporarily.
Sorry, Sue.
But that's,
I honestly can't see
you
how
didn't need to buy them.
the
They didn't need to
garages
buy 'em.
will, the actual garages will actually outwith the parking on Mill Lane. Nobody's going to.
They've got to. The legislation,
If you look at it,
the legislation
a
says.
reasonable sized car, once you got in, you won't get out. You
Exactly.
do that now.
Yeah, you're right.
So I think it should be open to everybody within the 3 wards that paid the money to buy them. The car parking that's available opposite the garage, that I think
The legislation says,
out the parking,
Yeah, that's
and that'll have no effect on whoever has the garages getting in and out.
yeah.
I can't believe they're still debating this.
Well, I was only going to reiterate what Councillor Shaw and now Councillor Grocott has said. It was purchased by parish money, not
Yeah.
Wetley Rocks money.
Yeah.
Therefore, we shouldn't treat the garages any differently than we're going to treat the car park here.
No,
Absolutely.
I agree with that because the money's pooled. So when the parish council buys anything or spends anything, it's taken from everybody's council tax. So it should be open to all.
Absolutely.
And somebody
Like
might
blind
have a
people as well, have a look at the
old
other
car, a
ones.
vintage car that they want to
Yeah.
store.
But then that's not abiding by the legislation, is it?
Amendment put on the table that the ballot is only for Wetley Rocks. So is there a proposer? We'll go back to the original proposal, but we need to go from the amendment and then to the proposal. So is there a proposer for the amendment that the ballot is for only Wetley Rocks residents?
No, I would make an amendment and just ask them for general opinion.
Okay, so, okay, we'll go back to the original proposals then. So, is there a person to propose those 6
Can I just raise one question quickly
Yeah.
before? Could the date of the 13th of March be changed because we're now already at the 3rd?
Mm.
Yeah.
And that was obviously,
Obviously been set
that's
back.
another
Quite
7
short.
days.
Yeah.
Well, the next meeting
Whose phone's that? I don't know.
is.
Are they fit to be left, these
Draw a
garages?
ballot, if you want to
Are
draw
they
the
fit
ballot
to
at
be
the
left?
next
God
meeting,
knows.
which is the 24th of March.
Have they had a survey done?
And
So, if we say.
It says on here, didn't it? Somewhere.
Say the 18th.
Arrange for a building
survey.
yeah,
I'm just thinking if we haven't got the rateable valuation and we've got to do an application,
Yeah.
may that have an implication on the £100
Yeah,
rent
yeah.
that we've said?
Took me 18 months to get a rateable valuation done on my cottage. Valuation.
To get
That's yeah.
rateable valuation.
Oh, I can tell you. Took me 18 months to get my one on the cottage.
Wow.
It's because it's all done through the valuation office at Durham.
And
Why
can
wasn't
I-
your
can I
housing
propose
being
an
raised?
amendment to 5? Would it be the 31st of March? And then it's balloted in April.
That gives, yeah.
I mean, if we're not going to get the application, rateable value application resolved, maybe instantly, it just buys us a bit of time
we've
anyway.
got one village, we've got a month's notice.
And we've got to give a month's notice on the person that's in there, really, haven't we?
Yes, I
Yeah.
believe that is Okay, let's
Thought it was
do the
vacant
31st
possession.
March and then in.
Oh God.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably worth that when we start renting them out and then we'll revisit the fee next.
You could
They're gonna sit
rent them on
empty.
for 12 months, that might tie you into getting the
Yeah.
rateable value back, and then it is what it is.
Just knock them down.
Yeah.
It's up to them then whether they take it or
Hmm?
on the second year, or whether they get chucked into in for a bite again.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'll miss it, won't we? Otherwise
Okay.
we'll miss it, won't we? Miss it down, won't we? We might get lent in.
Can't hear you, Stu.
Otherwise we'll miss it, might get lent in, won't we?
You
Get on with it now.
Okay, so with, is that the only change you want to make the 31st?
The 31st.
Yeah.
So with the change of the 31st of March, have I got a proposal for those 6 points?
I'll propose it.
I'll second it.
Okay, and show of hands.
I'll do it.
Why did it say Parish?
Okay, number 22, community centre car park.
Here we go.
So the proposals are car park opening hours, that the car park opening hours remain 7 AM to 9 PM, with the gates to be locked at 9 PM using a combination lock where the combination will be changed each year. That the permits will be maximum 10 permits per year, be issued at a cost of £100 per permit. All applications will be entered into a publicly drawn ballot. Successful applicants will be issued the gate access code to access vehicles 24/7 and receive a permit to be displayed in their vehicle window. And just to confirm with comments from the residents, so it won't be that we'll take a registration number, it'll be, you'll be the owner of a permit, so how you want to use that permit in what vehicle is up to you, as long as obviously it's not storing a vehicle to be sawn off the road, for example. Current higher rate permit holders, so the current permit holders who have paid the higher permit rate will either receive a £100 refund, or if they're successful in the ballot, be granted a free permit for 1 year. That ballot applications must be submitted by email to the clerk and include proof of residence within the parish with a closing date, and I would suggest that being changed to the 31st as well of March 2026.
Are we restricting this to cars or vehicles?
It's vehicles.
Because that can be quite a large vehicle, can't it? Can be made in van.
Didn't we say that we might look at actually allocating the 10
Somebody
bays
asked about
for?
that, didn't they?
So can I just?
No,
So I've looked into this quite heavily as a resident drawn me to some of the questions. I've never actually been speaking to the SLC solicitor. If we allocate specific parking spaces, this wouldn't hold up in court, so we can't allocate specific spaces of the community centre. So we can allocate permits, but not draw out numbers on spaces.
Okay, yeah.
It just seems unfair that somebody, let's say there was a big event on and somebody's paid a permit and he can't get on.
That's okay, but you're permitted to park.
I'm
That's
not
what.
saying go against
It's the same as well.
To be fair, for £100 a year, I would go with that, but not 300 odd quid.
Yeah, yeah.
in reality, if there's a big event on here, like a meeting or a party, the car park stays open later anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm certain the reasonableness of the permit holder, if they come and it's a 90th birthday party in the car park, when everybody goes home at 9 o'clock to bed to have a cup of tea,
Just
they'll
get
park.
common sense.
I think we have to be aware of that. When they buy the permits, they just need to be aware of that, they're not buying a parking space, they're buying
Yeah,
permits.
you're permitted to park.
And there might be occasions throughout the year when they won't always get that. They might have to come back 2 hours later.
Because you would get somewhere saying,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people will still pay £100 because 99% of the time they'll pay on, won't they?
Yeah.
So,
I'll come back to that report. Okay, so do we want to make any changes regarding
No.
vehicles that are allowed to park?
No.
So have we got a proposer for those 4 proposals with the change of the 31st of March?
Yeah, I propose it.
I'll second it.
And show of hands. Okay,